little bit more fun.
I love it.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
You want to go first?
I would just love to ask you guys a few questions.
Thank you so much for meeting with me.
All right, so I'm gonna dive right in.
Empowerment is like living authentically to yourself, but then still respecting the value and the worth of everybody else around you and in the world.
Empowerment to me is really about sharing strength.
What I always come back to is that empowerment is really the removal of disempowerment.
It means to start from a place of being centered and grounded and a place of self-awareness, to know who you are, whose you are, what your value is, what you deserve.
Empowerment means having freedom and autonomy to be able to do things in my life for myself, regardless of being a woman.
And I think representation is one of the things that is most important.
The same way that like music is kind of like this universal conversation. Unfortunately, the marginalization of women is a universal conversation.
There's a lot of discussion of, about lifting women up and training them and preparing them to be entrepreneurs and all these things, but we're already ready. We've been ready. Women are in cultures around the world are engaging in entrepreneurship and have been for centuries. What we need is for people to get out of the way.
I think putting women in different positions puts men in different positions that are positive.
It is impactful to see a woman in a leadership position. It is impactful to hear, to see, to kind of just have those images like settle in.
If you're a leader, you use that empowerment to like affect positive change in society.
The first contributors of every human being is going to be your mother. You wouldn't be here without a woman.
I think of my daughter, who was part of the March for Our Lives movement and who is, a budding activist.
People that come to mind are like Judy Heumann. I mean, she's been doing it forever, but like her role is finally being acknowledged in the disability rights movement.
The idea that a woman is a vice president that is in charge and making sure that certain things will be taken care of.
Having Kamala Harris be elected to be Vice President of the United States of America, I think is a huge turning point for all women.
I need just seeing, Kamala Harris take her position as Madam Vice President and, seeing the youngest inaugural poet and being a female and, I don't know, it's just so many moments.
I don't know a time where I didn't witness female contribution.
I think one of the ways that I leverage my platform is by giving it to other women and by sharing it with other women.
By giving people inspiration and knowledge and tools.
We get a really one-dimensional image of female, like what female empowerment looks like.
Working with young people, teaching arts, teaching music, teaching life skills, creating music with subject matter that I feel.
Tell them what they don't want to hear, but you say it's so sweet they can't help but accept it and receive it and feel moved by it.
That not only empowers women, but that also opens up, like it empowers yourself as a man.
Talk about it. Like if you're not talking about it, then nobody knows what's going on.
5 years later, 7 years later, be a part of creating that change. That's what it is.